When I look back, I think I see my business sort of ventures as somewhat cyclical. There have been times when things have been going extremely well, and there have been times when things have been extremely difficult. And the challenge has always been to survive the difficult times and make the most of the good times. Everybody who basically goes into business needs to understand that there is always the risk of failure, and needs to understand that failure should not be the end of the road for them. It's just another step along their progression as an entrepreneur. I think one learns from life, one learns from success, one learns from failure. The idea that failure teaches more than success, is questionable, but it teaches. So it's all part of this life that we have to lead as entrepreneurs. Those who don't give up, they're the ones who probably have the biggest chance of eventually succeeding and becoming a so-called successful entrepreneur. The ones who maybe fail, try again, maybe they fail again, and they keep on trying until they succeed. They're the ones that, one day newspapers then write about. I think the idea of going into entrepreneurship simply because you want to make money is not right. You have to have other ideas driving you. Of course, I have my fair share of sort of total failures, as you were implying earlier on, when I look back, I can see what the mistake was, but I certainly didn't see it at the time. Looking back on this particular failure, which was fairly large one in terms of money, I can still understand the sort of rationale, the logic behind us getting involved in this business. But I can also understand why it was wrong, and we just missed out on on a trend shift that was going on. They had more money, they took all the best locations. Then we started to see international chains coming in and doing the same thing. And we suddenly found that we just weren't strong enough to compete with these much bigger, much better capitalized chains. We're moving towards a world where capital is becoming less important in terms of success in business, and ideas and innovation are becoming more important. So for young people without capital wanting to start out in business, there's never been a better time to do so. Nobody knows where the next big success story will come from, because it's in the head of some entrepreneur somewhere, maybe sitting in the Ärikatel seminar. He's sitting there and listening and developing this idea. If we have enough entrepreneurs here in Estonia who do that, the economy here will become more and more efficient, and that's what's going to drive the catch up with Western markets.